Hey there, Lorraine Smith here with your weekly Working Out Loud along the path to industrial healing. This week's theme is how to stop yelling and have more fun. These are my new success metrics. They were given to me by Joni, also known as my boss, and my cat. If someone told you how you were doing everything wrong, missing the point, and hurting people while you're at it, how would you feel? Would you drop everything and immediately rewire all of your plans to align with what they're suggesting? Yeah, me either. But as someone who recently wrote such a note to my own Prime Minister and the Minister of Environment and Climate Change, and as someone who is now publicly crafting my follow-up to their reply, I can't help but notice that's what I've been doing. And if I'm really honest, that's a lot of what passes for change-making, at least in the field of sustainability. There's a lot of anger, sometimes mixed with fear and sadness. It's fogging up our view, and it's no fun. Instead of helping, we're yelling. In all caps. We're literally adding to the noise. What's worse, we lose sight of a critical tool, mischief. To address this, my boss, Joni, added a new column to my quarterly evaluation. The column is headed, Not Yelling. She didn't clarify how it affects my pay, but she did say my performance on this metric will have a direct impact on my impact. She also reminded me that without mischief, I can forget the whole thing. So how's that not yelling reply letter coming along? You'll be my witnesses if I get not yelling right in my reply letter about Canada's climate change policies, on which I'm continuing to work out loud. This means a shift from yelling to compelling with something beautiful, better still with practices I'm embracing in my own life versus shoving onto others to do. This is tough. So far I'm struggling, I'm not going to lie. This past week I dug into one of the 5 sectors outlined in the letter. Transportation. Most of what I discovered in my research suggests our policies and actions on climate are pushing us in the wrong direction, i.e. more cars on more roads. As I note in the draft, in the part about the electric vehicle incentives, I'm not anti-car. I borrow my sister's car at least once a week, and I'm not anti-rich. If anyone wants to give me excess financial capital, I'll take it. But when I look at these numbers, it makes me uneasy. I don't see how handing billions of our shared financial resources over to relatively wealthy people for new private cars supports the safety, health, and quality of life of the majority of Canadians. How am I doing on the not yelling? If you were running the government, would you like to be my pen pal? There's lots more to come on this one, so I get to keep practicing. Another Working Out Loud project is the refreshed Ethical Investing Materiality case study, which I'm tracking in this blog post called Why Following My Own Retirement Savings Led Me to Exit the Market. The initial version had a fair bit of swearing, which is yelling's inarticulate cousin, although I did manage a good dose of mischief, such as my role-playing of incompetent staffers at the asset manager. Is it ethical to be potty-mouthed and mocking with an asset owner who's behaving like a psychopathic toddler? Maybe. But is it likely to generate better behavior? Maybe not. There are human beings employed by these corporations run amok. They're not psychopaths. They deserve my kindness and respect. Anyway, while I was checking my tone and contemplating ways to win friends and influence people in the crafting of this research, I collaborated with Trixie Marks to create an infographic to make the story simpler and more shareable. Le voilà! I removed all the cuss words and everything. What do you think? Do you see why I exited the market? Do you like the recommendations at the end? I have lots more to do to get the research highlights ready and to get the full case study and download ready for my marketplace. But getting this infographic prepared feels like a big step. I can't hog all the mischief to myself, though. Thankfully, there's no yelling as I develop the content for the Materiality workshop series. Au contraire, it's a very joyful feeling pulling these case studies and videos together. It's like creating a playground for people to come play at, reveling in the blazing of a new trail through a worn-out industrial scape. It's serious fun to query corporate purpose profoundly, credibly, in community, and with an eye on our roles in the life-affirming economy that we get to build. So there we are, another hectic week. It feels good to share all this mischief. It feels much better than yelling. Yours in connectedness, Lorraine. P.S. Here are 2 questions that I hear over and over. How do I make my work actually matter when the system isn't designed for truly sustainable transformation? Another one I hear a lot. How do I find and interpret ESG data to provoke better decisions beyond polarized narratives for real change? These are the questions that I aim to answer in my Materiality workshop with real-world examples, techniques, and courage. Thanks for walking alongside. You can get these downloaded straight to your email if you sign up at blorrainesmith.com. I'd love to hear your comments, questions, other ideas about how I can stop yelling and have more fun, how you're not yelling and having more fun. Feel free to leave comments where you can here. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.